Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video, and today we're going to be looking at the James Charles lawsuit situation, so let's get into it.
For those who are not aware, for the last 2 years now, I've been dealing with an ongoing lawsuit from one of my previous employees. This is something that I have never spoken about, I've never mentioned, because I wanted to keep it private out of respect for her, and the fact that it's literally an ongoing litigation, but she's now speaking about it, which is just perfect time considering everything else that's going on.
Not gonna lie, I do not blame this past editor for coming out right now, because a lot of stuff is coming out about James Charles, so why not now?
Help, so I hired an editor. This person worked for me and then was later promoted to my producer, which means she was no longer editing, she was helping me film videos and was like my right-hand person for a salary of $72,000 a year. She only worked for me for about 6 months and then was let go, and now I am being sued. The suit is all online, you can read through it if you really want to, but it basically alleges that she was wrongfully terminated, overworked, and underpaid, all of which are untrue. I have a very, very small team.
Don't worry, James, we all feel like that. Sometimes we do have a very small team down there, but you know, we can grow. We can grow as a person. But to be honest, if these claims are actually true of underpayment and overworking, am I surprised? Probably not. Bearing in mind, James Charles is one of the biggest beauty YouTubers out there with makeup that is produced. To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if James Charles underpaid this editor at the time. Maybe not on purpose, but maybe in all the heat of the moment, just forgot to pay.
The fact that this is like even attempting to become a narrative, it makes me feel like sick to my stomach because it is wildly untrue, and I am so grateful for the people around me. The case also kind of makes it seem like she's just trying to get back like the wages that she feels like she should have been paid for her work, which I wish were the truth, because in reality this suit is actually for hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're not familiar with cases like this, they're unfortunately pretty common in like the entertainment industry, but they usually don't actually make it to court, which may sound weird, but it's for two different reasons. The first one being they are ridiculously long. This was filed 2 years ago. People are only finding out about it like now, but we are not even close to getting an actual court date yet. So it is a long process and quite a headache. Because it's so long, reason number two is it gets really expensive.
So to be honest, the motive about all of this just sounds like money. There is no other motive here. It just sounds like money. Fair enough, the editor might feel underpaid. Like, I don't know. I'm not looking into the editor's side because, to be honest, James Charles is way more fun and exciting than reading a fucking text from a knockoff news article. But you get my point. If it is true, it's just about the money. And if it isn't true, this just sounds like the money. Either way, it just sounds like it's about money.
Me as an employee. However, she's adding a ton of absolutely ridiculous, absurd, untrue, defamatory, just the craziest claims you could ever imagine. And in my opinion, it's an attempt to pressure me into making a much higher settlement offer. Once again, I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. These claims range everything from I was so lazy, she had to force me to get out of my bed and brush my teeth, and without her, I would have never made a single video or a single dollar. But also things much more serious and disgusting, such as that I used to say the N-word around her all the time.
To be honest, I was expecting James to say the editor came forward and said that James went to an illegal meetup with an underage kid.
This is just perfect, convenient timing as well, considering this past weekend, my old Twitter account, which I have not accessed since 2016, and only has one tweet, I guess was hacked last year, and the hacker publicly tweeted somebody the N-word, and people actually thought that it was
Not gonna lie, I don't like to jump to conclusions, but James has been in a lot of controversy for vile things from messaging underage kids and asking for nudes and all this shit to racist slurs and all whatever. So I'm not surprised that people thought that James was maybe capable of this.
The worst part about all of this, though, is that if I were, in some universe, to make this ungodly amount of settlement money, if I was to pay it, I'm sure a lot of you are smart enough to take a guess as to what would happen to these claims. They would be retracted and they would magically go away. I can believe this. I shouldn't say that. I just don't want to believe this. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words. This is just disgusting. I know that my lawyer has been like a topic of conversation, a meme, a part of my internet persona for a while now, and I get it. But contrary to popular belief, I have never, ever paid anybody to speak or to not speak about me, and this will not be the first time that I do it. It just won't. And unfortunately, at this point, my only option is to pursue this to the fullest extent of the law and hope that one day, whenever it does get to a courtroom in the future, justice will be served. The problem, though, and why I'm making this video today, is because until that happens one day, we're dealing with the court of public opinion, which is a very, very different situation. And it's a court that is not on my side right now, which is just frustrating because, like I mentioned earlier, I feel as though this is all just to pressure.
Sounds like someone who was on the other message was saying, sorry, I didn't know what I said there. I don't understand James' motives for making this video. It's literally just talking about money and that people aren't on the side of James. Like, yes, we fucking know that because for a while, sexual claims have come out about you. So people aren't going to be on your side just automatically.
Scenes, because it's crazy. And I don't want this article to come out and just blindside people because it is going to come out. And when it does, I know that it's going to be bad. And I totally understand that people are going to think whatever they want to, regardless of what I say, regardless of what receipts, screenshots.
But we forget screenshots, receipts, and a lot of evidence online can be faked. It's hard to show evidence online because I can edit a video to make someone say whatever I want. I can edit a screenshot to say whatever I want. I can literally I can edit anything to make what I want be on there. Like, it's not hard to perceive images and difference. So people, I'm going to trust you for that reason because anyone can do it. And two, you've lied multiple other times on different occasions.
I am sorry to my followers. I'm sorry that you're going to have to see this. I'm sorry that you've had to see everything that's happening over the past couple of weeks because it is so frustrating and it's so embarrassing. But there's not much that I can do, and there's not much that am able to say about this either. All I can hope and pray is that one day justice is served and you guys are able to see me for who I really am. And
like messaging underage kids, that's who you are. Now, I know I've made jokes about like James messaging kids under the age, and James has, maybe not purposely or intentionally, some have been mistakes, but James has not had a good track record for anything at the moment, including lying, manipulative speech. Nothing that is being said here could be false or true, because all of it has been lied about in previous situations and statements. So what James doesn't understand is people are very, like, they don't want to jump straight into it and believe everything James is saying. So thank you for watching today's YouTube video. Please subscribe and leave a like because it really does help the channel out.